What's up, guys? Back for another video. Listen, Judge Judy. Judge Judy is part of the culture, guys. I'm sorry. Especially like the late 90s, middle 90s, early 2000s culture. Judge Judy is a part of it. So we're in here about to get nostalgic. So let's see. Long distance trucker wants dog back from ex. Part 1. We only get part 2 in the same video. We got to see the outcome. But if you're new to the channel, man, listen, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing like body cam videos, reality type videos, reaction. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, stuff to do around the court system, police. That's what we're doing on this channel. If you like that type of stuff, be sure to subscribe. Leave a comment. Talk to me in the chat. I talk back. Like the video. You know, we're trying to grow this channel. So if you could do that for me, that'd be wonderful. If not, thank you anyway. So let's go. Judge Judy.
Doing for the return of the dog or the value of the dog?
Just a dog.
What kind of dog is it?
King Corso Pit Bull mixed.
And from whom
band
did
dog.
you purchase the dog?
I received the dog from my son, Jason.
Did you breed the dog?
Not yet, no.
Stand up.
I have not.
What do you mean you received the dog from your son, Jason,
He bought the dog from a friend of his.
and gave it to you as a gift?
No, he no longer could care for him.
When did you buy the dog from your friend? In what month and year?
It was June of 2011,
And how long did you have the dog?
about 3 months.
And then what did you do with the dog?
I gave him to my dad
Where was he living at the time?
in Madisonville and Cincinnati,
Who was he living with?
himself.
So you gave him the dog.
What? My man got a unibrow like Anthony Davis. Hey, Ray. Boy, that boy. Hey, man, if that ain't Anthony Davis' brother, I don't know what's going on.
Himself.
So you gave him the dog somewhere around September of 2011.
That's correct.
And when, Mr. Bennett, did you and Mrs. Bennett marry?
August of 2013.
Prior to marrying, did you live together?
Never. Out of two
Prior-
years of marriage,
No.
we never lived together.
You never lived together?
Never.
You are a truck driver.
Hold on, who is Miss Bennett? The young girl or the older lady? Hold on now. Miss Bennett looked like she could be married. Hold on, let's see.
Yes, ma'am.
Long distance trucking.
Yes, over the road.
Between September of 2011 and August of 2013, when you and Miss Bennett married, who took care of the dog when you were on the road?
A lot of the times, most of the time, he was with me. I took care of him.
So is what you're telling me, when you would go cross country,
Yes, ma'am.
the dog was with you?
Correct.
Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes, Your Honor. And I would have to say most of the time. Sometimes I left him home.
With whom?
My son, Jason.
Who else?
There were times that she kept him when she was not with me.
I'm talking about before her.
Oh, before her.
Before her, you had the
he was-
dog.
before
You had the
her,
dog
was with
for at
me.
least a year and a half.
He was with me or my sons.
So the answer is you did not take him on the road most of the time.
Most of the times when I didn't take him on the road, I left him at home with my sons.
Okay. The dog hasn't been with you now.
Judge Judy trying to switch up his words. Now the man said most of the time he took it with him. When he could not take it with him, he left it at home with his son. Or the lady kept the dog sometime, but that was after. Judge Judy, stop trying to use them tactics.
Since when? What month and year?
October of 2015. That's when Mary Jo began to take care of him for 2 months.
Now, why would she take care of him for 2 months?
I had gotten with a new trucking company
Just a second. When were you divorced?
in August of 2015.
So after you were divorced,
Yes.
you asked her to take care of your dog for several months.
She asked me.
Oh, well, you just started telling me you were with a new trucking company.
She asked me if she could take care of the dog. I have it right here on
I'd
my
like
cell
to
phone.
take a look at him. Now, when you say, Mr. Bennett, you never lived
That's
together,
right, Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Get that.
even when you were married,
Correct.
is that because you were traveling?
No, sometimes she would go on the road with me, sometimes just for a couple of weeks at a time. But when I come home, she would be at different people's houses. She would not come to my home. She would never come. She went from place to place,
Hold on, what's that? I'm at the doctor's right now. Hold on, I'll call you. I'll call her and get a time when she's gonna be here or what she wants to do. I'm at the doctor's right now. I'll call you when I get back or get out. I know you oughta just let him stay here. I feel safer at night with him here too. Think about it before you say no. We got a good place for him here. He can be your dog still. Anytime you get settled, you can come and get him. But until then, he can stay here.
Doing drugs.
What is this?
That's a printout
Of what?
of all the text messages that I have from Mary Jo that's on my phone. And when I printed it out, it wouldn't leave her name or her number. I have all of the text messages from Mary Jo on this phone right here.
Well, this text message says, from you, you ought to just let him stay here. I feel safer at night with him here too. Think about it before you say no. We got a good place for him here. He can still be your dog. Anytime you get settled, you can come and get him. But until then, he can stay here. That's what you said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was more to that then.
Shh. You're still working as a trucker, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, when you're on the road, Mr. Bennett, who is going to take care of this dog?
He can go with me. We have a pet policy with the company that I'm with. I'll also.
Just a second. You have a pet policy.
Yes.
And the company permits you on long-distance trucking to take your dog with you.
Yes.
And which of your supervisors can I call to confirm that?
Which one? I have to look in the. I'm not sure which one.
Well, who is
Because-
the president of your company? What is the name of your company?
Celadon,
And where are they located?
Indianapolis.
Now, I'd like you not to waste my time, Mr. Bennett,
Yes.
because I can either continue this case in 15 minutes, the people back there will get me a phone number, the president of the company will speak to me on the phone. Am I wasting my time? Are they going to tell me that they have a policy where you, as a long-distance trucker, are allowed to take a pit bull mix in the cab of a truck with you? Are they going to tell me that they have that policy?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Hold on, bro. Come on, Mr. Bennett. Don't be up there lying, bro.
Right now, the dog has been with them for a
Mr. Bennett getting kind of alive. Come on, Mr. Bennett. Come on, Judge Judy. Hey, Judge Judy ain't playing no games. That's why I like Judge Judy. She gets straight to it.
year.
No, they
Almost a
haven't.
year.
No, they've been there just 2 months.
You told me it was October.
October of this past month. I tried to get him in January.
Just a second. The dog's there October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. We're now in July. That's 10 months.
I tried to get him in January, and they wouldn't give him to him. I went to the police station. They went to the resident to get the dog for me. They wouldn't give it over. He told me to take it to small claims court.
Good. Now, there's no question in my mind, because your mother filed a counterclaim, which I'm going to dismiss. And her counterclaim is that this man got you hooked on drugs, and it was his fault that you were on drugs, and all that nonsense. Emotional
What?
distress.
She was on
I am,
drugs since
I'm
08.
dismissing it because it's nonsense. It's not a cause of action. All I want to know is, you were married in 2013.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Damn, that was that's his ex-wife, bro. Man, that could be her father, bro. She's the same, like I said, she the same age as the man's son. And he should be married to her mama. Come on, man. You know what's going on while she marrying you. What?
In 2013, was this dog
And then y'all
ever
not
at
living
your
together?
house?
On and off the whole life.
Well, not the whole life, because they didn't marry until 2013. Were you together prior to 2013?
Yes, ma'am. And I did live at his house, which he says we never lived together. I did live there. He's saying he gave his father the dog. Really, I stayed at the house when he sometimes
never-
went. Shh. When he sometimes went on the road with him is
Never.
because I was on the road with him. And when he was at the house, it's because I was there taking care of
He
him.
never lived there.
I have it on my ID, ma'am. When I lived at his house, I did live there, and I did take care of the dog. When we separated, I took him with me to my mother's house.
What month did you separate?
Honestly, we got back together and separated so many times. It's hard to tell you a day.
Okay. During those periods of time, together, back, forth,
And back and forth.
back and forth, and back and forth, where was the dog?
Mostly, it's always been, he's always been with Megan.
According to you, your daughter was dysfunctional for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
At least the 2 years, because it's the 2 years that you're blaming it on him. So she wasn't taking care of herself. So she wasn't taking care of the dog. That's what I'm asking you. So the dog was with you.
That dog was with me, or that dog was with Megan. When the dog was with Rick, it was because Megan was with the dog, and there was another dog too.
What other dog was there?
What was her name? Jada.
I had another dog named Jada. I had her for 8 years, and she passed away of heartworms. And she was
When?
with me every
When?
day.
Well, then you should have taken her to a vet once to get treated for heartworm.
I did, but it was too late.
Before it was too late.
Man, come on.
You should have
That
taken
ain't
care
here
of the
for
dog
her.
before it was too late. Do you have any vet bills?
No, I do most of the stuff. I just got bills
Do you
for
have any
like when
vet
I was
bills?
dog food.
I'd like to take a look at them. What was the matter with the dog in 2015?
An ear infection.
And who took the dog to the vet?
I did,
You did.
yes.
When did your other dog pass away?
Approximately a year ago.
And in whose custody was the dog when it passed away?
Me.
It was with you?
Yes.
Where?
In the truck. I was with a different company at the time, and we did have a pet policy.
Anything else?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
The incident that happened when he went to the vet, it's because I had him at my mother's house with me. I tied him to a post. He was getting a bath because he rolled in oil, and he got attacked by hornets.
She tied him up.
And me and him was together at the time. When we was together, just like he took care of me, yes, he would take care of my dog. But when we split
My
up,
dog.
Listen to me. It wasn't your dog.
Yes.
It wasn't actually your dog. It came to him. It didn't come to you. You did not purchase it, and it was never given to you.
it was given to me.
By whom?
His son was going to get rid of him and give him to somebody else, but I had been there taking care of him along with his other dog.
Just a second. So is what you're telling me that your relationship with Mr. Bennett goes back to 2011?
This didn't happen in 2011. That dog wasn't. When
The dog's
he
not that old.
The dog's only 3.5 years old right now.
The dog is
Why-
4.5 years old. It's on there.
6/22/2011
Yeah,
is the
that's
date
not
of
when
birth.
he got the dog.
Well, what I'm telling you, this is from the vet report, from a reporting from the vet, the date of birth.
Yeah, come on, man, just give my man his dog back, dog. His son gave him that dog. Give him his dog back. See? That's what I'm talking about. This is foolishness, man. Give that man his dog. Come on. She gonna say the dog ain't that old. They got a vet report that tell you how old the dog is. Come on, man.
11
Yeah,
is the
that's
date
not
of
when
birth.
he got the dog.
Well, what I'm telling you, this is from the vet report, from a reporting from the vet. The date of birth was 6/22/2011.
Okay, when I got with him, the dog was a baby. When I moved in
is
with
the dog blue and white?
him, yes.
6/22/11. Okay. Well, Mr. Bennett, I don't know at this point. I'm not sure what your intention is with regard to this dog.
I want
That
it. I want to
I
keep
understand. I understand that you want it. I also understand that you're working. You have no place.
I do have a place.
Yeah, I know. I haven't heard about it yet. First, you told me that you could travel with the dog on the road.
He can stay with my sister. I have a sister.
Nice. Okay. Right now, the dog is very happy. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $500. We're done.
That's fucked up. Give a man his dog back, man. You ain't got no. How can you, Judge? That's not for you to decide if he can take care of the dog or not. That's his dog. He wanted his dog. Give him his dog back. How you gonna let them keep the dog? That's not her dog. That's messed up, man. See, I don't like that because I love dogs, and your dog is your dog. Shit. But well, yeah, because he didn't have a place. He wasn't stable enough to keep the dog. But still, I understand. But still, that's his dog. I don't care. I'm going to get my dog. Even if I got to go to their house, take it. I'm taking my dog. Hey, what they going? That's your dog. You got vet bills. You got the thing. That's your dog. I'm going to get my dog. Call the police. This is my dog. Let's go, man. I don't like that.